Welcome to Life's Issues with Lauren Jawno, a show created to help you tackle life's greatest issues, from personal development to relationships, health, and business. Life's Issues is brought to you by the Tough Talk Radio Network. Now here's your host, Lauren Jawno.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. My name is Lauren Jawno and I'm the host of Life's Issues, coming to you live all the way from Toronto, Canada, every Thursday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tough Talk Radio. As you may know, my mission in life is to help as many people as possible transform themselves so that they are living their best, most authentic, fulfilled, purposeful, and happiest life. Every week, I will be bringing you experts from around the world to discuss a range of topics, from personal development to health, business, spirituality, relationships, and more, all with the intention of inspiring you and transforming you to a bolder life. This hour is all about you, so if there's anything you would love to hear about on the show, please don't hesitate to email me at lauren@laurenjawno.com. So this past weekend, I was invited to attend a personal development workshop. 3 days of people from all walks of life working to become better within themselves. I've been doing this type of thing for nearly 2 decades now, both for my own personal growth, but also as part of my career. And I have to say that I was shocked at how people responded under pressure that was created to provide opportunities to see how your true self really shows up and enable you to grow from that. I literally had to leave the room at times when I literally couldn't witness what was happening. And I felt at the time that no matter what I would have said, it would not have been heard by many of the people in the room, as they really spoke to each other in such a mean and aggressive way. And it blew me away at how they actually thought that shaming each other, blaming each other, and attacking each other could ever create a positive result and create unity and cause a group to come together for 3 days, which was the intention. I truly believe that how you do anything is how you do everything. And what showed up in that room from so many individuals is guaranteed to be showing up in their life and their relationships and in their world. And I wonder what it will ultimately take for the world to treat each other with respect and honesty and kindness, regardless of age, of race, of gender, of looks, of financial status, and all the other reasons that people judge each other. But I can say that when I did eventually speak up on Sunday, because I couldn't contain myself anymore, so many people came up to me afterwards to thank me and said that they had been feeling the exact same way, yet no one else had spoken up. And again, I just felt that this is such a reflection of what's happening in the world as we stand by and witness so many injustices in our personal lives and in the world on a day-to-day basis. And then just as if the universe was working to confirm this message for me, not that I needed confirmation, but still, this morning I listened to Caitlyn Jenner's acceptance speech at the ESPY Awards. The ESPY Awards honors individuals and team athletic achievements and other sports-related sports performances. And for those of you who don't know, Caitlyn Jenner was previously Bruce Jenner and has recently come out as a transgender, facing enormous judgment and ridicule. Caitlyn was presented with the Arthur Ashe Award for Courage, and what a deserving recipient. And although as she made her acceptance speech, she was speaking as an ex-professional athlete and speaking to professional athletes, she so eloquently stated something that I believe applies to all of us. And that is the responsibility of how we conduct our lives and that what we say and do has an impact on everyone around us. Because, as Caitlin so eloquently put it, how we show up is absorbed, observed by everyone around us. It has an impact. So why don't we rather choose to embrace the simple idea of accepting others for who they are and not who they aren't, and to take the time to learn about them and understand them, and to speak up for those who need our voice. You know, we all go through challenges and struggles in life. And so how wonderful would it be if instead of judging each other, we took the time to consider that what they are struggling with, and rather be compassionate and empathetic, be kind and generous. I know that both of my guests today will shed some light on this. One, from the aspect of consciously creating your life, and the other from what we will consider and reflect on at the end of it. But before we get started, I want to make sure that you know how you can be a part of the show. Simply call in at 347-989-1363 at any time to join the conversation and ask your questions. Just press 1 and my producer Tony will bring you to the show. You can, of course, also listen in by phone or online by going to www.lifeissueswithlaurenjawno.com. I know we'd love to have you join us. We are going to take a quick commercial break, and then I'll bring up my first guest for today, Jackie Lapin.
Did you know that an estimated 52 million Americans listened to Internet radio in the last month? Or that weekly Internet radio audience has increased 60% over the last year? And that more than 8 in 10 people are online from any location? Tough Talk Radio Network is a company dedicated to providing a platform that allows opportunities for guests, hosts, and sponsors to market themselves to the Internet radio media where they can be heard by millions. To find out how Tough Talk Radio Network can help you, go to toughtalkradionetwork.com.
Attention entrepreneurs, it's time to get real. Real about who you are, where you want to be, and what you're willing to do to get there. To make the leap from just getting by to making real money and making a real difference in this world takes a plan and certain skills. If you are serious about building a business that makes a difference in this world, join Michelle Sism at her Legacy Live event in Houston, Texas, September 10th through the 12th. Learn more at legacyliveevent.com. We will see you there.
Lauren Jawno is an elite, international certified, high-performance coach, author, and speaker with over 15 years' experience helping clients transform so that they are living bolder, happier, and more successful lives. Through a combination of her world-class coaching program and exclusive assessments, her mission is to get to the crux of your issues quickly and accurately, and then guide you to achieve sustained and higher levels of clarity, joy, energy, connection, influence, and overall performance in every area of your life. To learn more or to contact Lauren, go to laurenjawno.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I would like to introduce my first guest for today, Jackie Lapin. Jackie is the founder of Conscious and Transformational Speakers, a publicity firm specializing in all matters relating to body, mind, and spirit, and conscious living. Her vision is to help grow consciousness in the world by giving a greater voice to the transformative agents. Jackie is also a best-selling author, and her most recent book, Practical Conscious Creation, Daily Techniques to Manifest Your Desires, was chosen as the best spiritual book of the year at the International New Age Trade Show. Jackie, welcome to the show.
I'm delighted to be here, Lauren. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, it's our pleasure to have you on the show. And I just love the space you're in and the work that you do, and it just so resonates, especially with what I was just talking about, what happened this past weekend. So I'm really thrilled to have you here.
Thank you. I'm sorry that we continue to hear these stories and to see them on the streets, that people are consciously creating a life that not only limits their ability to succeed and grow, but also obviously impacts the rest of us. But that's what we're here to do, is to be teachers, to awaken those that are willing to be awakened.
Absolutely. So, Jackie, I gave a little, introduction about you. Would you mind just to share with our listeners a little bit more about what you do and where you're calling in from as well?
Oh, great. All right. Well, I'm calling in from Southern California, just outside of Los Angeles, a little place called Westlake Village. And I started my career as one of the first women sports writers in America, and I segued into the public relations area. And within a couple of years, I had one of the largest sports and entertainment PR agencies in the country. And we worked for everybody from the National Hockey League to Toyota Motorsports to the Golf Channel, you name it. After some years in that business, I continued to grow in the PR side, including launching the worldwide poker phenomena, if you can imagine that, with the World Poker Tour. But about 8-9 years ago, I started on my own personal spiritual journey. And in the course of doing that, I really realized that this was before The Secret came to this country, that there was something that really was not being addressed, and that was how our thoughts and our emotions really have an impact on our future. And so I sat down to write my first book, which is The Art of Conscious Creation, Daily Techniques to Manifest Your Desires. And it's really, Art of Conscious Creation, which is how you can transform the planet. Sorry, I'm combining two book titles here. And that book was designed basically to give people 25 guiding principles on how to manage their personal frequency. Because what we're really talking about is frequency, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So with that book, I realized that there was an opportunity to really promote consciousness in the world. And by the time I had created my second book, which is Practical Conscious Creation, Daily Techniques to Manifest Your Desires, I'd really shifted our public relations agency entirely into Mind, Body, Spirit and serving the Mind, Body, Spirit community. And in the course of that, a lot of people came to me and said, "Oh, can you book us on this platform and this platform and this platform?" And while we are already booking everybody on radio, we do a radio media tour that reaches 3,000 personal growth radio shows. We really didn't have an avenue to book them in speaking. And finally I said, okay, the universe is asking me to do something. Why am I not listening? And so I follow, I call God my CEO. And so we then opened Conscious and Transformational Speakers to help book people on platforms where they're going to help grow their platform and deliver more conscious content into the world. And so that's what I do from a professional standpoint. I still have my 2 wonderful books out into the market. But I spend most of my time helping not just deliver my messages, but deliver other people's messages. And so, Practical Conscious Creation for me is a passionate way I can change people's lives.
I love that, and so needed to get more of this message out to more people. So can you just recap for the listeners and for us what conscious creation is and how it works?
Well, it's really all about being able to live the life we choose rather than letting life happen to us. When we are consciously creating, we are creating a life that enables us to manifest what it is that we want. When we are not really focusing and doing this effectively, then essentially we're at the mercy of whatever happens to us. But we actually can shift that, and that's what's really exciting, and that's really all about how the energy works. And that's, I think, what we really need to kind of focus on is really getting a good understanding, if we can, with your listeners about how the energy works. Is that something we can address?
Oh, I'd love you to address that. It's actually my next question on my list here is, okay, so how does this energy process work, and who does it work on, and how can we tap into it?
Yeah, absolutely. That's perfect. Okay. So, all of our thoughts, you can see the energy that our body is. That's molecules slowed down to a very low pace.